Hi, I'm Smith. I am a junior and I'm majoring in atmospheric science, and I'm doing my internship at 6 News here in Lawrence. I actually got my internship by going to the University Career Center Career Fair in the spring. I met with a human resource representative from the World Company, which is the parent company of 6 News, and she asked for a copy of my resume and said that she would pass it around the office and she would see if anybody had any open spots. So I didn't apply for the internship. It was more of just kind of a networking thing at the career fair. And it took a couple months, but somebody did contact me eventually. And it actually was my current boss, Matt Elwell. He asked me to come in for a meeting so that we could talk about what an internship entailed and what I would like to get out of one. And he offered me during the interview an internship with him at 6 News or the chance to go over to Topeka to the sister station and work for boss Matt Miller. I went ahead and accepted the Lawrence position, so I was going to be living here, and then I started about a month later when the course started. And 6 News is actually owned by the World, like I said, and that is headquartered here in Lawrence, and it also owns Sunflower Broadband. So we're kind of sister companies. We broadcast in Douglas, Leavenworth, Wyandotte, and northern Johnson counties, and only to people who have Sunflower Broadband. So it's kind of a really small station. We only broadcast to a couple thousand people. And we run local programming, shows like Janie's Kitchen and things. We do also have a billboard during the day that's just current weather conditions and a tower cam picture. And then we also do a 6 p.m. and a 10 p.m. newscast, and that's when I'm in working. My responsibilities are basically helping set up the graphics for the show for the day. I also start the flash and enter all the information into the graphics computer to get that ready for the show. Sometimes I update the newspaper and websites. This usually means like choosing the graphics that show up on ljworld.com. Also, I send out commuter alerts. If people are subscribed to that, they get an email or text message from me. That's usually my job right before the show starts. The best aspect so far has definitely been getting the hands-on experience. I get to work with a lot of technologies that are really at the forefront of broadcast meteorology. The software we use is really high level, especially for a small station. It's really cool to get to do that. But the worst part has probably been sometimes late nights, staying for the 10 o'clock show and not getting home until 11 or 11:30. And the weather is also really unpredictable. I call 24/7 anytime there's severe weather in the area. I can be called in to go and work at the station and help Matt or whoever the meteorologist is that day to get all the information out. So that's also my advice is you have to be flexible with your times. Being on call 24/7 makes it a little bit challenging, but it's also kind of spontaneous and exciting to know that I can be in whenever. So just be with your times and always be willing or eager to learn. Matt is always willing to teach me something new as long as I look eager or make it obvious that I'm eager to learn it. And I definitely am because this is something that I kind of want to do the rest of my life. So the final result of my internship will be a resume tape, and that's something that I can use to send out to get future internships or even a job. This is what I was able to do in college. What can now? Like, if I do a really good job on this resume tape, it could really mean some pretty exciting prospects for me. And make sure always to keep a copy of your resume with you, whether it's a video or a paper resume, because you never know who you're going to meet and when you might meet them. Like at a career fair or network people at the station or wherever it is that you're working.